WCSM's General Store recorded at 70X7 Studio. WCSM is brought to you by Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center. Christine Flynn, your local Farmers Insurance agent. For Good Reasons Roofing, your local hometown roofing specialist. The AME Group for all your technical needs. And by Sanders Insurance, your local independent insurance experts. And now, WCSM's crew.
Hello! Welcome to the 70X7 studio. It's time for the General Store. Bill is out. He's got a lot going on. I think he kind of gave us a little bit of an update a couple weeks ago. He and Marianne had bought a new house. They hadn't sold their condo yet, got it sold. And so they're, that's a lot.
It is.
It certainly is.
It's tough to move.
I hate moving.
Yeah.
I hope my next move is into a pine box and 6 feet under. I am not even kidding. I'll be honest with you. When we moved into the house we're in now, and we moved in 2008, my best friend at the time was Allie Hepner, Miss Allison.
Yes.
And if it weren't for her, I would have never gotten moved. But she was like, in all aspects of her life, an absolute tornado, right? And so I can remember I had stuff saved from the boys, like, the finger paint,
Sure.
the handprints and stuff. And she was just like chucking that stuff. I'm like, wow. Wait a minute. She's like, you have their literal hands. What do you need this stuff for? But she cleared out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. I mean, you know what I mean? But that's what you get into, right? When you're moving,
That
it's
stuff,
like, I need this and I need that.
It can
It's
take over. That stuff can
Yes.
take over.
Yeah.
It really can.
Yeah.
And
it is tough to give up sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Very
is tough.
sentimental.
It is tough. I mean, and that stuff doesn't age well either. I mean, you look
right.
at it 20 years later and it's, kind of got some stuff on it, and it's like so you don't even want to be around it anymore. So that's the stuff that you got to be real careful. It can take over in a second.
Yes.
Like that. So
and even pictures. When I lost my Facebook page, it's 4 years ago or whatever now. Lost 12 years worth of photos. So all the boys' pictures when they were little, a lot of memories for me. And if I let myself marinate in that, I really get sad and freaked out. But then I'm like, check myself and I'm like, hello, if you don't have those memories locked in your brain, then what are you doing?
and like
you know
you
what
said,
I mean?
you got the real thing too.
And right. So, which is, I think, a downfall of a lot of us with these things is because we're so preoccupied with taking the picture in the moment that we're not in the moment to provide those memories.
Yeah.
None of this material stuff, the pictures, trust me, if they can be gone in a second. If you don't make the memories for your brain and your mind, your heart, your,
That was what was nice when we went to the safari, that Chris was a photographer, so we didn't have to worry.
Then
about,
you could just really
we could just take
be
it
in it
we
and
took
soak
it
it in. Yeah, see, that's
and
so
it made
good.
it so nice. Yeah, it really did.
Well, and you see people at concerts and meeting new people, and it's all like,
right. Are
exactly.
you?
It's like
They're turning their back to the
you're missing
singer.
it. You're missing it.
Yes.
You're missing it.
Right, so they can get a selfie with them,
So they
in the background.
Yeah.
And then somebody goes, man, wasn't it really good when he sang this song or that song? Oh, I missed that.
Let me go back and run the tape back.
Yeah, because I missed it because I was not paying attention. Yeah, so
right.
try to commit those.
So do you have
memories.
any tips on how not to lose your Facebook page then? I mean, what
don't.
crime were you guilty of?
Well, for a while, I thought it was I had posted a quote from Pastor Jack, who I was listening to at the time, and it used the word what was the word? Radical. If you're radical if you're radical like Jesus, then you're just your crime is basically just really loving on people.
And you posted that.
I posted it.
What is wrong with you?
And so,
oh my God, you monster!
Now,
How do you even have a Facebook page now?
That's what I thought it was.
Banned for life.
But 4 years now, fast forward.
Yeah. So you never knew what exactly it was.
no.
They just shut you down.
Erased my page. Gone. It wasn't even there for me to go to file an appeal. It was gone. Erased it. Completely gone. But now, fast forward 4 years, I realize now with everything that's come out from that time, because that was right before the 2020 election, and now that we've found out that with the Twitter files, what they were doing, the government was doing to censor people, I had made a private Facebook group and in that Facebook group, we were chatting about things we shouldn't be chatting about, like COVID and the election and all these things that were political at the time, if you remember what 2020 was like. And so I think that's what it was. I think they were actively shutting down speech at the time because we were headed into the election. Well, and it was October when...
It feels like at a minimum they should tell you what your crime was that you committed to getting Facebook
jail. Yeah, they
jail.
didn't.
I agree.
Not at all. Yeah. Not even... It just whatever,
Well, clearly you were such an outlaw.
And who's on
they
this?
were probably scared of you.
Who's on this
yeah,
board?
yeah.
Talk to you at all.
That's the other question. Who's on the board that makes the decisions? Who sits on the board? And says,
one person can
strike it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
hit a
don't
button.
know. They have a
and-
lot of power, though.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
These
No
tech
question.
companies have a lot of power. So,
No question
oh well,
about it.
I'm over it now, and it's okay. I'm back.
She's forgotten all about it.
I'm back.
Obviously.
We don't even talk about it anymore.
No, she never speaks about it.
Never brings it up.
Never.
So, there you go. All right. Speaking of Facebook,
But you're
let's see
back.
what our-
You're back now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I created a new Facebook page in 20 minutes. I was like, oh, you're not getting rid of me.
And I do love how you speak in code sometimes on your posts.
You have to.
I noticed that's pretty, that's
You
pretty
have to. I've got all the
ingenious
tricks.
or outlawish, whichever one you want to say.
Radical.
Radical.
right.
Don't say it. Oh my God.
Don't say the word.
We're going to get shut down.
Don't say it.
It's like
Don't
saying
say it.
bomb on an airplane.
You can't say
Yeah.
bomb.
You can't do
You
it.
can't say bomb.
Or fire in a theater. You can't do it. All right. Who's our top fans? These poor people that are having to sit through this.
We're looking at top fans this month. Ronnie Deckard leads the pack with 131 points. Way to go,
Wow.
Ronnie. Danny Chitwood also on the list. Jane Hanser, John Hooker, Rena Westfall, also John Baker, Jackie Ratz, Evan McGinn, also Robert Lutz, Fritzy Phillips, Danny Todd, Michelle Pritchard, Jeremy Williams, Mike Arthur, Bill Babcock, and Delbert Hayes.
Nice.
On the list there. So thank you to those folks for your continued loyalty to
We
the
love
show.
it. Thank you so
much for making
Thanks for
it
interacting with us
Yes.
on Facebook. We love all the questions. Sam's doing a great job of
He is.
keeping the questions, the engagement posts, and the trivia
Right.
going. So a lot of fun. We appreciate you being with us. So I'm going to talk about something that just blew my mind recently. And I'm not on TikTok a lot, but this was in a TikTok.
Kurt's on TikTok all the time.
This was in a
I
TikTok.
am not on TikTok. I heard it was illegal.
No,
Not yet.
It's not
They're gonna
illegal
ban
yet.
it in January.
You better get your TikTok in now.
Are they going to ban it in January?
They're saying it.
No.
The law.
Seriously, I do not have it, but I've heard so many
I
things
could
about
go into a whole.
I've heard so many things about the
I could tell you about that too, but
of it. The whole
that's
China
not,
thing.
That's not why they're getting rid of it. But
Oh.
anyway,
Why are they getting rid of it?
Why they get
no, that's a
You're gonna
completely
post
different
it.
podcast.
You're going to post this and you're going to get shut down again.
Maybe we'll do that
You going
next
to
week.
TikTok jail?
We might do that next week. where
TikTok
we
jail
do
may
the-
be painful.
Maybe worse.
It may be worse than Facebook.
They may shut you down completely. On all social media.
Oh, it's coming.
X?
It's coming. No, I think
Oh, the TikTok jail.
No doubt.
maybe next week we'll do a conspiracy theory podcast, and I'll tell you all
Okay.
We'll go down the list of conspiracy theories, and I'll ask you guys yes or no, conspiracy theory or fact or possible.
It may be a boring show because I really don't believe it.
You don't believe that?
I don't know that there's one conspiracy theory that I actually.
Have you heard the one about the? Can I bring one up?
Well, she's got something.
I gotta ask permission.
We've shut her down.
No, we're gonna do that next. We'll do that next week.
Okay.
Next
Good.
week.
Okay.
Mark and I'll talk about it because I think he might be on board with some of them. Yeah.
I'm on board with a
I don't
lot
know.
of
I
them.
think you might be surprised.
Maybe I don't know.
I've
Maybe you'll
become
bring one
more
up.
and more on board with them
Yeah.
lately. I don't know why.
I mean, I'm not totally
I
like.
think it's conspiracy.
I'm not completely a tinfoil hat wearer.
Okay, I know you're not, but you do have tinfoil.
I do.
Ready.
Aluminum foil. I've got some aluminum.
It's ready.
Yes, I do have it just in
Aluminum.
my back pocket. No,
Ready-
you got to
ready,
hear.
aluminum.
You got to hear. Now
Where are we going? Well, since the train's
I have
going
no
off the
idea.
rails.
The show's
here.
almost over now.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost time for a break. I hate to even get started. No, so you know
not
what I ought to
started
do?
yet?
Let's just do the conspiracy. I've got notes. We'll just do the
Okay.
conspiracy theory one right now.
Okay.
Oh,
So we'll just keep, since you're wanting to talk about it so bad, Mark. Let's just go. Okay, so first, conspiracy theory or true? Chemtrails.
Who?
I have my.
Chemtrail.
There's a possibility.
Chemtrails? Okay, so chemical
That's where-
trails. Here, let me. So, airplanes.
Okay.
You either have condensation trails. So when a jet's flying through the air and you see that white strand behind them,
Yes.
there are some condensation ones just disappear within so many. What would you say? Thousands or feet or whatever, yards or
Right.
whatever, the miles,
Right.
probably more than likely. Or chemtrails. Have you noticed more lately? If you look in the sky, there's all kinds of stripes in the sky. Do you ever look up at the clouds?
I do.
And, there's
I've
stripes
noticed
that
some
are going
stripes.
this way, and they just stay.
I've noticed some
Okay.
stripes.
Now, those are called, conspiracy theorists call those chemtrails. It's also called geoengineering or cloud seeding.
Yeah.
Now, we just heard about that not long ago in Saudi
Right.
Arabia
Yeah,
with
and
the
they're
flooding.
thinking that may have caused the flooding. There
they
are
actually
conspiracy
admitted-
theories.
They admitted it.
Oh, they
The
admitted?
government there admitted. So you don't believe in chemtrails?
I've never even heard of chemtrails. So I've seen the lines in the sky, but I've never.
What she's saying is, there are people that say that they could have chemicals in them or causing problems. Health
Okay.
problems.
They're spraying metals
But,
and
yeah,
things
okay.
that are making people sick.
Any idea? Are they saying like this is a way to get rid of us, or is it that
Possibly.
something that they have to do
Or
to
just
get rid?
make
could
us
be.
sick because society has gotten sicker. I think that is true. I think we as a whole society have gotten sicker. More of us are sicker with things, and now we're on more medications, which is
that
money.
I do believe that.
Yeah.
which is
I do believe that. Yeah.
big pharma money, all that. But that's what. Now that's one of the theories.
Okay.
Another theory is that it's weather manipulation to help their climate change
Right.
agenda.
Okay.
It's because it can change the weather so quickly. It
Yeah.
can make it cloudy out. Which, if you ever notice those lines in the sky, it does seem that the weather changes pretty quickly,
Is
or it
it-
gets overcast.
A lot
am
of
I-
people theorized after 9/11 that the skies cleared tremendously because there was no jet traffic.
Oh.
and so the skies were very clear.
Which makes
after that.
sense, though.
Well,
I mean, if they're not,
exactly.
I mean, and they don't run on water.
Exactly.
I mean, they do run on fuel.
Right.
So, but isn't there something to like those lines being up there when it's going to rain?
My dad always said that if you could see them for a long ways, that
It was going to rain
in 20
soon or the
in
next
24
day.
hours
okay.
or something. yeah.
Okay. That's what maybe that's where I heard it from you
Yeah.
and your dad. So
Probably.
I don't know.
But does that mean that they actually are
Maybe they're always there.
geoengineering
You just
the
don't-
weather?
Maybe there's seeds that they put in, and it does make it rain.
Which is what happened in Dubai.
Yeah.
I mean, they admitted it. They actually admitted it there because
wish you'd
it's
make it
so
rain
dry
up in
there.
here.
Yeah, right. How about a little bit of that
Did you
seed?
make it rain?
Let's
How
do
about a little bit of that rain?
do some of that. Okay, so you're not even sure about that because
No, I don't. I
You're
would
not even
say
sure what
no.
chemtrails-
It's really the first I've heard of it, but I don't believe that.
So
I mean,
what do you
with the-
think? 50,
I think it's
50?
possible.
Yeah.
I think with the environmental.
With what just happened in was it Bahrain or Saudi Arabia? That was massive flooding.
Yeah. And right after that, they said that they had been doing that. So they did admit it.
I
So
don't think Kurt's in the know on this one. We'll have to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. With all the environmental crazy laws of
which is the argument. I mean, that's the argument on the side of the conspiracy theorists. They're saying, if you people were that worried about our environment, why aren't you shutting? Because it's the same side, there's right and there's left. It's your side that's doing this, so why are you not screaming about this as far as how it's hurting the environment? So that's actually the argument from the right side. to the left. That exact argument.
Okay, this is why I
about
don't
the
watch.
environment.
This is why I don't watch the news.
Yeah. Oh no. This is not on the news. They don't report this stuff on the news. This is on like social media, like X, podcasts,
on the Aluminum
like
Foil
that.
Network.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Yep. Okay. So stay close. I got a few more theories, conspiracies, and we'll see what the guys think coming up. This is fun. I like this. We'll be right back. I want to tell y'all about a friend of mine. Her name is Christine Flynn. She's a local farmer's agent in Bloomington. She, I think, was our first partner here
She was our first partner.
at the
Absolutely
general
right.
store, which is so
We
awesome.
have a celebratory picture of the two of us after she agreed to be our first partner.
Yes, yeah. So thank you, Chris, so much. But she is going to become your best friend. Right now, insurances are really tough.
Crazy.
I mean, everything is really tough right now, right? But Chris has over 14 years of experience. She can help you with auto, home, business, life, condo, renters. She is down on South Walnut Street on the corner of Grimes
That's right.
and South Walnut. She's open Monday through Friday, and she can help you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. She's really, really good at what she does. I think she's one of the best in the business. You can give her a call at 812-822-2905. She'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Be sure and tell her that we sent you from the general store. Thanks, Chris. We appreciate you.
Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center is the place that you need to go to keep your car running in perfect order. On the outside chance your car is not running in perfect order, Chad's has a shop over on State Road 46 in Ellisville that'll give you a free estimate and reasonable rates and get your car back on the road. Now, to keep it that way, you need to hightail it over to Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center located at 1357 South Liberty Drive. You know exactly where that is. That's just right around the corner from Menards. Now, check this out. Every 7th oil change is free. That's right. Absolutely free. I don't think you can get any better than that. Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center, 1357 South Liberty Drive in Bloomington.
Just want to take a couple minutes to mention one of our newer sponsors here at the General Store, For Good Reasons Roofing. They're a family-owned roofing company serving South Central Indiana. For good reasons, they're going to be your local professional roof replacement, storm damage repair, also gutter installation services. They have deep ties to the community and are committed to doing what's right by their customers. They were founded on 4 simple reasons: honesty, integrity, quality, and kindness. When you choose For Good Reasons Roofing, you're going to know you're in good hands all the way from the start to the finish. With their transparent pricing quotes, commitment to the the highest quality of products, workmanship, and after installation follow-up. For Good Reasons, they're going to be your professional roofing company you've been looking for and can trust. Give them a call at area code 812-360-4469 or visit them on the web at forgoodreasons.com. That's the number 4, goodreasons.com. Tell them the crew at the General Store sent you.
Okay, welcome back. Curt his head is spinning, and we're spinning, and we're spinning.
He's very doubtful about everything.
Okay, so I want to go through these quick so we've got enough time to get these in. Okay, so here's another conspiracy theory, and this is a really charged topic. So we won't take sides. We'll just throw the conspiracy theory out there. The conspiracy theory is that January 6th. The insurrection at the Capitol was not actually an insurrection. It was a crowd infiltrated by bad actors to make it look like an insurrection, and that the people that got into the Capitol were set up, and that's kind of so that's that conspiracy theory. Yes or no?
No.
What do you think? I mean, you're like thinking
No,
thinking it
may I
was
just say
insurrection.
Yeah, it was. And may I just say that those who burned cities and those who attacked the Capitol are equally as bad, as wrong, as evil, whatever you want to say. And all of them should have been given the same punishment. All of them. Both of them were wrong. You can't get rid of evil by doing something evil.
Right.
Evil for evil. It's still
This is
evil.
a completely sidebar to that,
Yeah,
which is what's
right.
bad about it is the J6ers are in prison. They're in jail. The people that
Exactly. That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So
none of them got arrested.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, clearly there was thousands and thousands and thousands of them,
Right.
Burning cities and stuff. So, and I think some of them did go to jail, and some of them were convicted of things, but not near the money and what was spent on the J6ers. But and two, you can make an argument. Well, you do that to the capital of the country. That's a little bit different than doing it to the CVS down the. Okay. Just like when we were police officers, if you killed one of us, is a little different than killing her.
Right. Yeah.
According to the law, right? So, I mean, right or wrong, that's the way it is. So, anyway, the answer to your question, no. I don't believe that. No.
I think there were things that happened there that were questionable. Like why did that happen? Like, why were there not enough police there at the time? Because they knew there was going to be a large crowd. So I don't know that that's conspiracy so much as it's poor planning. It's like, why were we not more prepared? But no, I'm not really into the conspiracy theory of it.
Of that one. Okay. So next one is along the same lines. This conspiracy is that the 2020 election was stolen or rigged or whatever, and supposedly, ballots and votes and all that stuff, and there was additional votes that showed up out of nowhere. I mean, that's the conspiracy. Conspiracy, or do you think there's any fact in that?
Was there some fraud going on? Yes, but I think there was fraud going on in 2016 and 1960 and 1936, whatever it was. I think it's been going on for a long time.
Okay.
For a long time.
I'm not a good person to ask this question.
So you think it's not a conspiracy?
Again, I don't like answering this question.
Okay, no problem.
No,
Yeah.
go.
No problem.
And
But no,
I will tell you later why.
Okay, that's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So, okay. So here's this conspiracy. COVID was didn't necessarily organically happen, or wasn't like it wasn't like an oops. It was an actual bioweapon that was used to kind of go along with the 2020 election and kind of start the whole global reset, which is also another. Well, I don't even think that's a conspiracy anymore, because the World Economic Forum is actually a pretty common. People pretty much know who they are now and what they're doing. But anyway, so COVID, conspiracy or fact? Do you think it was released? I guess that's the term to use.
You're asking, was it released as a
Like a bioweapon.
Whatever. Weapon of mass destruction type.
Basically,
type thing.
on humanity.
No, 99% survival rate. No, there's so many more things that could be released on us that would actually kill more people.
Yeah.
Not saying that nobody died from COVID, because
Right.
people
No. Yeah.
people did die from COVID, but it is a survivable condition.
Sure.
I mean, obviously with pre-existing conditions for everybody, everybody's different.
But I guess the conspiracy is, I guess more the conspiracy theorists say, not that it was like this deadly virus, although that's how they portrayed it, but it was more about
the scare involved.
The scare and the fear-mongering and locking people down. Control, that's the word I'm looking for, yes.
Yep.
So,
well, they definitely use that. Definitely use that. And that was in government. That was in
everything, yeah.
everything. I mean, I never want to relive that time again.
Oh, heaven.
No, I don't.
And I never will.
No,
I never will succumb to that ever again.
Yeah.
Ever. So,
Yeah.
and when I say succumb to that, I mean wearing a mask.
Right.
Like that.
The problem is we just didn't know.
You're exactly
Exactly.
right.
And nobody-
Which where the fear came in.
But who, the next time they're not going to use it. There'll be something else.
Right.
We'll be back, but
Bring it on.
But it wasn't. But you do think it. You don't think it's a conspiracy theory
No.
to say that it was a control mechanism.
The problem I have with conspiracy leads me to believe that there's just enough evidence to make you question it,
Right,
but
right.
not enough evidence to
prove
prove
it.
it.
Right. Okay.
That's where I have when I hear the word conspiracy, I go,
Yeah.
prove it.
Right.
Prove it to me. So I don't think that was. I don't think it was. Hey, let's release this and give it to the first American, and then he'll take it back, and then
Right.
all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That's what happened. Clearly,
Right.
but I don't think it was for
That's how it played
to
out.
destroy the Earth. I don't
Right.
think it was that.
Okay.
So if it was, they did a terrible job because most of us are still here.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So-
Right. Okay. Here's another. This is a big one. That's really kind of come out in the last maybe year, maybe. And a guy by the name of Andrew Tate is the one that's kind of using this term or catchphrase, The Matrix. The Matrix is actually a movie, and the movie, in a short synopsis, is basically where you're not living in the reality. You're basically plugged into a system, and your government is only allowing you to see what they want you to see. But when you unplug that, you are actually living in hell. Basically, it's deeper than that. But anyway, but a lot of people are now saying that we are living in the Matrix. Like the government is doing things in the shadows that we're not aware of, and they want to keep us stupid, basically.
Are you real?
No, and in the Matrix, you are real.
Okay.
No, in the Matrix,
All right.
you're real, but your reality isn't real, if that makes sense. It's like you're living, those things, what are these
Your
called? The
surroundings.
VRs?
Yeah, virtual reality.
Yeah, so that's basically only you're not walking around with one of these in the movie, The Matrix. You're actually plugged into the Matrix.
Yeah.
So,
The
no.
only thing cool I remember about the Matrix is how he avoids the bullets.
Oh, so you have watched the movie?
Well, I don't
kind
think
of.
you could say that I've really engaged the movie. I've seen.
Griffin loves that movie, and
Yeah.
he watched him twice, and then he was so
Is
excited.
there more than one?
Yeah.
There's like three
I
or
think
four,
there's
maybe.
three.
There might be four now. I think a new
There
one
could
came
be.
out a year or two ago. Anyway, but Griffin had us all because we were doing movie nights at the time.
Yeah.
And so we sat down and watched them, and I couldn't even keep up. And I'm pretty good at watching movies, but this one was so hard to follow. I still struggle, but I get the gist of it. And in the whole Matrix or no?
It's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mark and I are kind of on the same page. Okay. Good. And here's another.
Carter, you got some aluminum foil over there we can borrow?
Make me a hat. And then here's another what's being called a conspiracy theory. Of course, this is typically, the conspiracy theories are always on the right. And the left side is always calling the people on the right the conspiracy theorists. And this is no different. So the right side of the aisle say that there is an indoctrination of our children happening through our school system, through our government schools. Conspiracy theory or fact?
There's a lot of evidence that would support that.
Yeah.
So you would actually...
I don't know that's necessarily even intentional.
Here's exactly. No, I agree with you. And
Yeah.
unintentional and just maybe kind of like just breathing. That this is what, because of just stories that you two have told me
Yeah.
about some of the things that are going on in public school. And I'm not saying every school. I think every school is probably different.
No, and I think a lot of schools are the same, but inside those schools there are some very good teachers,
Absolutely
who are
right.
really trying to fight through this.
Yeah,
I do,
yeah.
and I'm not.
Absolutely
so
right.
we don't want to group together or generalize. But so you're
Well, I think when it comes to so my idea of school is learning factual things like science and math and reading, and then extracurricular things of music and sports and that type of thing. When I see that teachers, like you shared the other day, in math class are teaching about how awful certain things are socially.
What does that have to do with
what
numbers?
does that have to do with my kid learning
And
math?
if you don't agree with that, you'll get a lower grade. That's where
That was all
that's
just
where they get
starting when the boys.
controlling.
I'm so thankful
That's-
that my boys graduated before, because it's gotten much worse
Yeah.
since Griffin got out 2 years ago.
I just wish we would just stick to it. Like I wish entertainers would just stick to
Entertaining.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, you have a right to your opinion, but
Totally.
respect other people's opinion.
Absolutely.
right. Yeah.
Absolutely right.
That's what we're missing the
Yeah.
most.
Absolutely right. Yeah, no question about that.
Interesting. Yeah. So before we wrap up, so off camera, we were talking about, another huge conspiracy theory is 9/11. Did that actually happen? Like, were the planes? I mean, because people are now saying that was like, that's not called AI. It's called, what's it called when it's computer generated? CGI. That
Right.
the planes, there's some people that believe that it wasn't even actual planes that hit the buildings, but that the ones who are, okay, a plane hit it, but the planes, how they hit, with the kind of structure it was, would never have melted the structure to the degree that those buildings imploded on themselves. It looks more like there were charges set off and it was like a demolition. So that's another conspiracy.
And they said they didn't hit the Pentagon. They said the video doesn't show the plane going into the Pentagon. And they also say there was no plane ever recovered at Shanksville.
Oh, yeah, the Shanksville, Pennsylvania, in the field, it just
Right.
disintegrated. It was
Yeah.
just nothing left.
Right.
Which,
Yeah.
I don't know that that's ever happened, but I don't know.
Yeah,
That's not a conspiracy. It all happened.
no. I don't see any way that
You
they
think
could
there's
have
too much proof.
made demolitions in those two buildings and gotten away with putting them there. All the people that would have had to have been involved. The planes, I mean, we saw them, and so did thousands of other people. I mean, we know a guy that was at the Pentagon,
Right.
so, I mean, when that happened and survived it.
Right.
So no, I none of that. I've heard those conspiracy theories before that
Yeah.
there's one that even George Bush knew it was going to happen, and
Right.
did nothing.
Yeah.
I'm saying, come on, So no, big thumbs down from me on that.
And-
We were viciously and savagely attacked that day.
Yeah.
Period. That was it.
And
That's
So-
what I believe.
Yep. Okay, so finally, to wrap up, the ultimate, or I shouldn't say the ultimate, but one of the biggest conspiracies of our lifetimes is JFK's assassination. Was it Lee Harvey Oswald, or was it our government? And for years, it was a conspiracy theory. And then just in the last few years, there's actually been records from the government that have been, now they have not released all of them, and they're supposed to have released all of them, and they won't. But it's now in public record that it was actually our government was involved. So that ended up not being a conspiracy. So I guess at the end of
I've
the
always
day,
felt on JFK that there almost had to be more than one shoot.
I did too. I really feel
Because
that
the accuracy
that-
if anybody's ever shot firearms,
Right.
for you to get that lucky
on a moving target,
on a moving target,
And-
almost impossible.
and at that distance with,
Yeah.
so you guys have always thought that
I've always
might
thought
be a possibility.
Oswald was definitely involved
Right.
and had his hand all over it. But I also don't believe that he was alone in it.
And I think that's
So-
why
But wait a
That's-
minute, but no, deeper than that though. Was it Oswald that was the mastermind?
No.
Okay,
No.
so that's what that's where the conspiracy
and I also
lies.
believe there's
I
a
don't-
reason Ruby got allowed in to take him out.
Oh yeah, immediately. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Before he
don't. I
could
don't
go.
know that Oswald was smart enough to tie his own shoes.
Yeah.
But he was an excellent shot.
But if you ever
sharpshooter.
do get a chance to read the coincidences between Kennedy and Lincoln,
Yeah, those are cool.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Fun episode. I
Really?
like talking about conspiracy theory. So, very good. Thanks for playing along. Let us know if you have any comments or you would like to,
Yeah, opinions on your-
join in. You can do it right in the chat. And if it's God's will, we'll see you back in here next week for another edition at the General Store.